She was
Mhm.
very bubbly and nice, but she was shutting down as a sexual being
Mhm.
and therefore not getting into relationships, not meeting soul partners, etc. And she even felt that she was doing that despite her mother, who wanted her to get married. She'd
Mhm.
had this very conflicting relationship with her mother, where her mother would mock her. So as she was a good-looking young girl, she was sort of voluptuous, and she'd just start the minute she started putting on makeup, her mother would mock her for wearing makeup.
Mhm.
You're trying to look like a lady, call her a rude word. Or
Mhm.
then she would grow up and she'd be like 13, 14. She'd be spilling out of her dress, and her father would be not want to hug her anymore. Her mother would sort of feel that she's competition and be mean to her.
Yeah.
And, she actually came to me thinking, I want to do weight loss, hypnotize me so I don't eat bread so that I lose weight.
Yeah.
And and then we went, and then as is common, we went into some of this life occasions so in order for us to know all of that, we regressed to this life and
Mhm.
had these difficult times that she was replaying. My mother said this and that, and she actually experienced a form of abuse
Mhm.
and ran to her mother and said this happened, and she was not helped, she was blamed. And so
Mhm.
she's like, so the mother's pretty tough on her. And then
Right.
she went back into a past life where her mother was her husband.
Yeah.
And her husband was, and this actually in America, there was sort of as a bit of an old west, guns, gambling. The husband lost some money. The husband's
Mhm.
friend came in, and so trigger alert for people who, but things got also fairly nasty. She ended up
Mhm.
being another form of abuse, uh, kicked in the stomach,
Ooh.
and and eventually killed
Yeah.
by this person who's supposed to love her. So, this is heavy stuff.
Mhm.
Uh, and yet, in the context of all of this, there's loving energy around. So if people are thinking, I don't really know if I want to do past life regression or remember all these horrible things,
Yeah.
you know, I've got enough horrible things in this life. Why do I have to go and remember how it was sort of doubled up in a past life? The
Mhm.
funny thing is, and why would I want to do this for 4 or 5 times a day if I have to listen to these horrible stories the whole time?
Right.
But the
Right.
funny thing is, the context of it, spirit guides, and just love and infinite loving, compassionate energy is around us the whole time.
Mhm.
And it comes up when it needs to. So you'd think, in the raw, this would be very hard to deal with. But somehow people just do it matter of factly, gather the information, and move on.